Today I'm going to show you how to make traditional pistachio gelato using 5 basic ingredients. There are 3 main differences between American ice cream and Italian gelato. Typically, Italian gelato has almost half the fat content as American ice cream. Secondly, Italian gelato has about 50% less air whipped in compared to American ice cream. This allows gelato to be a lot more smoother with no ice crystals. And lastly, Italian gelato is stored and served at about 15 degrees warmer than American ice cream. To start our Italian gelato, we're going to need 24 ounces of whole milk and 8 ounces of heavy cream, 4 egg yolks, 5 ounces of sugar, 5 ounces of our signature roasted unsalted pistachio butter, and if you prefer, chopped pistachio kernels. To start our pistachio custard, we're going to add most of our heavy cream to the saucepan, then add the rest to the egg yolks. Then we're going to add a little bit of our whole milk to the egg yolks, and then the rest to the saucepan. Get these bowls out of the way. Then add our sugar. We're going to save the pistachio butter for later in the process. Put the stove on to medium-high. While that's heating up, we could whisk our egg yolk mixture. I've been stirring for about 5 minutes now, and we just reached that temperature just before boiling, when you start to see little bubbles rise. You can turn the heat completely off now. Next, grab a ladle and slowly add the warm milk cream mixture to temper the egg yolks. It's important that we temper our eggs so we don't cook them. I've slowly added all of the milk cream mixture to the egg yolks, and now we're going to want to put it back in the pan. Next, we're going to put the heat onto a low simmer. Grab a spatula and stir for roughly 10 minutes. I've been stirring now for a little over 10 minutes, and I can see we have that perfect custard consistency. Best way you can always tell that it's ready to go is just by doing a finger test. So you just grab your spatula, and then if it's not running or just stays separated, then you know it's done. We can turn the heat completely off and move the pan to the side for now. Now we can add our roasted unsalted pistachio butter to the bowl. The texture should be like melted chocolate. I'm going to add the complete custard to the pistachio butter. The hand blender is the fastest and easiest way to combine the pistachio butter and the custard. It only takes roughly 30 seconds to combine them both. I'll whisk it by hand just to make sure there's no pistachio butter stuck to the bottom of the bowl. What you want to do ahead of time is prepare an ice bath. The ice bath allows the pistachio custard to cool so we can store it overnight. Storing the custard overnight allows the milk proteins to bind so we get that smooth gelato texture. It's been about 10 minutes and I removed the pistachio custard from the ice bath. Next, we're going to take our plastic wrap And don't just put it on top of the bowl, but put it on the custard itself so we don't have a thick layer forming on top. Now it is ready for the refrigerator. It's day 2, and here we have our chilled pistachio custard along with our pistachio kernels. This particular gelato machine has a self-cooling system, so the inner bowl does not have to be stored in the freezer overnight. Just remember, if you have the traditional ice cream machine, to freeze the bowl. This machine holds 1 quart of custard, which is your traditional ice cream maker size. The only difference is this particular machine has a special gelato tool for whipping less air into the custard. We set the timer for 20 minutes. The gelato machine has been on for about 10 minutes, which is a good time to add the pistachio kernels. We don't want to use all the kernels just yet, as we want to use some for toppings for later. "20 minutes later, we have the gelato consistency that we would like. Now we can turn off the gelato machine and remove the whipping tool. The pistachio gelato is all complete, and you can tell it has that smooth consistency. And don't hesitate to start eating it, because it is the best when it comes right out of the machine. So get your plate ready, and bon appetit.